Hi, this is video 306. Phil's fitting the Escape first aid kit panel. Norman and his team are working on the rear fuselage trolley. Dave and Jody on the two top skins of the rear fuselage. These are the last two to be fitted. Keith and Chris stripping down the horizontal stabilisers of the tailplane. I will start with Chris removing the Avro plug rivets.
Oh, I'm over the moon, you know. What do you know?
Warm work.
I got fed up with these plug rivets.
Oh, that's what you're doing. You got onto them, did you?
Well,
the last bit of film I did was with John taking them out. So you got to show Chris and Jody how to do it.
He did. He showed me how to check them out, which is, it was alright. But what I found out was, you put a 3/32 hole in it, then get a little torque spit, hammer that in with a spline, and then simply what comes through it. No, lies. It didn't. I put it in. Some of them would undo.
Yeah.
And then some of them, as I started turning the ratchet handle, start doing this. So I pull it out, eventually get it out, and that's the head of it. The tail would be up there, ought to be that shape. It's all shapes.
Oh, cool.
So they were just shearing them. As you're turning it, the tail's doing that, the hole's not straight. So when they put the skins on, with the holes in the skins and offered it up to the spine, they just drilled them all through the skin and into the spine.
Yeah.
But not straight. Keith's jumped on it with me now, so he's on the other side. So anyway, he started taking the plug rivets out. He took two out and then sheared the rest, because they all just sheared off, left the back end in. So then he just drilled the heads off, left them.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not going to use this spars again, are you?
No, so I just thought, he's doing it, I'm doing it. So all them ones at the top, so if you look at the top on the front spar, you'll see some that started taking off. So look at that one. Some of them sheared off right at the head of them, and then some of them sheared off like halfway down. And once it shears off like that, then you've got to get another drill. If you can get a 3/32 into it, drill it. Then follow it through with an 1/8 drill.
Yeah. They'll
come loose and you can get them out.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll just go down that route. It's a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So as you can see, I got to about here, got fed up. I did. Fed up. So what I did then is get an 1/8 drill into the head and just flick the head off. Went all the way along, took the skin off. So I'm doing the same with the bottom now.
Yeah.
So I'm just drilling into the head and then just get an 8 parallel points and just flick the head off.
Because they're not being used again, are they?
Nah, pots and pans I reckon, this lot. Aye. That's what I reckon.
Why did you leave all the rivets in the other side? Because they're not going to use the spring.
No, what I've noticed sometimes is when you drill rivets out, so I noticed it with these in particular, even though the hole's here, the head of the rivet will be offset. So if the rivet was too long set, and then when they formed it, they dragged the head this way. I found that you could drill dead centre of the rivet, and when you drill dead centre, you only drill into the head, trying to turn it. When it come out, it was offset. So I thought, well, if it's offset, the head of the rivet's not guaranteeing me that's where the hole is in the span. So if you just went straight through the head of the rivet, thinking that's dead centre,
you'd miss half the tail.
What ended up happening is you end up drilling through the rivet, and you end up making a pair of binoculars. You end up with an hole, you end up with two holes, or an oversized hole. So I thought, rather than do that, at least if I do it this way, I know exactly where the hole is.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
a
true.
bit more work. I know
Yeah.
what the others.
Yeah.
If all these are screwed pots and pans, then I don't suppose it matters. Don't bother drilling them out.
Yeah. So,
So yeah. So I hoovered that out last week. Got
Yeah.
got all the skins off it, hoovered it all out, got the rubbish off it, so it's a bit dry.
yeah.
But yeah,
So all these are scrapping up. They're not going to bother with the ribs.
I don't think so. Dennis has made me.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that these stiffeners, if these stiffeners clean up all right,
Yeah.
they're only held in with 3/32 rivets.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that if these are all right, they're not damaged, then
Can save
you
those.
might be able to use them again.
Yeah.
The original it should have sat like that.
Yeah.
The original 5/32 door would have been opened up to an 1/8.
I guess they couldn't see the hole, so
No.
they drilled another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to get them out.
Of course, you'll get them out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June the 24th, 2025. It's about 10:20 and the lads are still on their tea break. So a good look round while it's reasonably quiet. They've got the scaffolding in place for riveting the top skins. Keith and Chris removing ribs from the tailplane. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
All right, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm alright. How are you?
Fine, thanks, you.
Yeah.
Hello, Dave. I thought the two top skins would be up there.
Come on.
Well, you'd have got this one.
Norm was in my way with his trolley, so
Oh,
I
is he?
finished having pulled out now, so I built my towers up ready.
Yeah.
So,
I thought, you know, you've only got perhaps a day's work when last Tuesday
Red
on the
put
bottom.
big rivets in where the tailplane goes through at the top. Then big
Oh, yeah.
quarters,
Oh,
red-
I know. Big, aren't they?
yeah, me and Joe had put them in on Monday. They took some
Yeah.
getting down. Yeah, so, yeah.
How's Norman doing with his trolley?
It's out, it's there, I think.
Yeah, I see it there, but I
Been
just,
doing, had it under there doing a bit of measuring.
yeah.
Big. Trying to make some trestle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's only going to have it that high off the ground, is he?
I think, yeah, basically that's going to actually sit on the floor because there's no reason for that to be high, so I'm just going to drop it down.
No, I thought if the painter wanted to paint it, well,
Yeah,
it'd be, but where it got painted.
Yeah.
So we could paint
You have to
it
ask him
so
about it, he's doing
Yeah.
his own.
Here's Josh welding this bit of wood, is he? So what are you up to now then? Getting...
I'm going to put some Duralap on the thing up there, so far along, and then pin the skin on so far.
Oh, you're ready to pin it down, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to do it in sections.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Jodie's got to psych herself up to lay on that top bunk bed inside.
Can't you just stand and do it, or is it too hard to work?
No, I think where that is, you're going to have to lay and have her hand in there. So, just like my hand under there, hers is going to start aching now. So, I've got the easy job this time.
Yeah. It's looked good anyway, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it out the jig actually.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Thanks, Dave. It's good to see Phil 2 weeks on the trot. So what now you've done the control rods?
Oh
bearers,
yeah.
What you're on with now?
That's taken ages to do those.
Well, they only come in perhaps what 5 hours a week.
I'll come in one day. I try and come in 1 day a week, and 2 if possible.
Yeah.
Due to other commitments, but I'm definitely always do a minimum of 1 day a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, the control runs are all in, and I've left them all undersized by about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. So when we come to actually fit the new control rods, you do that dressing out to fit.
If they put it on the Lancaster, will you have new control rods in?
Yeah, absolutely. They're brand new control rods, because here's the old ones here. There you go. These are the control rods that were in that that one that's on Jane at the moment. But when I fitted them, I fitted them and they wouldn't go through the holes clean. And then I noticed that these are bent.
Yeah.
And they were most probably bent due to that impact of when the hangar roof collapsed on top of.
You think these are from?
These are definitely from that.
KB970.
So in order to get them in, I had to take them apart.
Yeah.
So the square part is at the rear, and the round part goes all the way through. Effectively, ends up at the cockpit.
Yeah.
This round part here is got a banana curve on it.
Yeah.
And the most likely cause of that is that impact.
Yeah.
So they're the old rods.
So you're having brand new ones?
We're getting brand new ones.
Will you be able to make them with square tubing and round tubing?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's hollow. That's going to be a challenge, but that aluminium tubing there is extruded. It should be fairly easy to get.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm fitting the first aid box. This first aid box fits on the inside of the aircraft, just about here.
Yeah.
So you can actually get hold of the first aid kit from inside, but also if you've crash landed and the guys have evacuated the aircraft, there is a slot here with a panel you can pull, and you can get the first aid kit out through this hole.
Yeah.
In fact, you can see the hole there on the old skins on the floor.
Yeah, it's okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the original hole for the first aid kit. It's a little perspex cover.
Yeah.
Somebody grabs it and then they can pull the first aid kit out if they've got injured guys on the ground. So that's.
Have you got to make a new flap hole for it?
Yeah, we've got a new perspex panel with a grab handle all ready to fit. So what I'm doing is making sure that the first aid box goes in the exact position it should go in.
It looks offset with the shape of the aircraft.
Yeah, exactly. See, the top is flat and the bottom is angled.
Yeah.
That's actually, it goes just here.
Yeah.
Inside the aircraft. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
Oh, good.
It's a fantastic achievement. Effectively, this Lancaster is 97% brand new material. Everything's been handmade. No parts were available, so all the formers, as you know, you filmed them. Dave's had to make them all. So it's a unique achievement, isn't it?
It's fantastic
It's the first
achievement, isn't
once Dave's got those top skins on, effectively you'll have a brand new Lancaster rear fuselage. The first time a Lancaster rear fuselage has been manufactured since probably 1945.
So what's that, 80 years?
80 years. And it's a fantastic achievement, the scale of it, and of course this process that we've adopted for this will now be repeated throughout the rest of the fuselage. And effectively, when the BBMF Lancaster retires, which it will do at some point, Jane will pick up the baton, and Jane will be still representing, Bomber Command and the aircrew for years to come. So it's great.
I know Andrew said originally that he wanted it here for 100 years once they've got it flying.
There's the availability.
I think with the quality and the amount of hours it fly in a year, 100 years is possible.
Absolutely. And there's more Merlin engines now are more available than they ever were since the war. Because we've got companies in the UK and companies in America overhauling and effectively producing as new Packard Merlins. Because I'm no Merlin expert, but I've been told by the guys that the Packard Merlin, they embodied quite a few modifications into their Merlin for the Mustang, the P51. So they took the Rolls-Royce stock Merlin and took it to a higher level, and their Merlins are actually even better than the original Rolls-Royce Merlins. So the availability of engines, all of the technology, laser scanning, 3D printing, it's a great time to be producing these kind of vintage aircraft.
That's good. Okay, Dickie, so what are you working on this morning?
Well, we're out helping Norman put together some formers. Once the rear fuselage is ready to be dropped, it'll
going on there.
It'll sit on the formers. They made the frame up, I think it was last week.
They made.
In principle, won't be quite like this, but in principle they'll be attached across there. Fixed one at the front, and then two adjustable ones further back, so that it can be
get it correct.
Put in position. And then it'll be braced down to the frame, so everything's steady.
From the front, isn't it? You're going to put some bolt into the former 27.
It'll all be braced so that it's good and firm, and then work can continue.
Where's Norman in this morning?
Norman is around. He's outside there, I think.
I'll go have a look what he's doing.
Right.
Thanks, Dickie.
On another tack, are you aware of how far apart your viewers are? Because an old Air Force mate of mine lives out near Christchurch in New Zealand. And he keeps in contact.
Does he?
Yeah.
But good.
He's had a bit of a health hiccup recently, so I hope he's well. Good old Mal.
Norman, what you got to tell us then? How far you got on and what's your problems?
We've always got problems.
You got the wheels and
They're right.
you got the wheels and the holes tapped out all right.
The trolley's wheels are done. That's all done around there. Now we've put the formers on.
Yeah.
So that former's ready to go on.
front, so that's the front former.
Which one?
It's not in the right place. It's
I
supposed,
see.
it's supposed to be over there.
Oh yeah, Fred put it on, just showed it.
So that's got to get welded on now. So
Is that where former 27 goes?
That's yes.
Yeah.
That's fits former 27.
Yeah. And the other ones they said are adjustable.
They're going to be adjustable.
How are you going to?
We haven't quite worked that out yet,
Oh,
but
I see.
we've got ideas.
Yeah.
Josh has got ideas.
This is the rear edge,
Because there's still... Josh? Oh, we can sleep all right.
Right.
Okay.
That would open
That way.
into the,
That's it, that way.
Yeah, so that 8 no hole goes into the box.
Yeah.
50 mil, isn't it? So you have down here. This is 100. So
Right.
50 mil steps.
So that's, all right, okay, that's fine.
So we need to.
The only thing you might want to do is yeah, they'll be warm.
Still on.
Because of the because of the well.
Good job, he knows what he's doing.
Technically.
This area, I believe, will be reception. Last week I videoed the Plasters 2 dogs in this area. I also videoed Chris, the heating engineer. The video I took last week didn't show his face or give his name, so I didn't include it. So I have combined the two. Last week's video and more details of the machine he was using. Chris, okay Chris, I'll follow that up. Wait, what's this? More of the same sort of tubing?
It is just a bit smaller, yeah. Piping up the radiators now. I can see we've got all the radiators fitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am
Right.
I
It's
thinking?
BSP, that's what they call it, British Standard Pipe Thread, yeah.
Oh, that, yeah. But I don't know. Okay, what am I? Well, that's the same questions again. They're taper threads, aren't they?
They are, yes.
Good. Just
Yeah.
in case I don't think I've got it before.
Yeah, they are. That's a finished item.
Radiators, eh? Everything looks to be coming on fine. The final details of anything always seem to take the longest time. This is the kitchen area. Probably working in it. All right, I'll leave you. Yeah. Right, thanks for that. I'll see you next week sometime.
Top celebrity now.
Oh yeah, yeah.